Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So inshallah tonight we continue in the subject is about Al-Yaqeen, yeah, from the book of Salihin. Sorry, Marriage Salikin by Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah. Yeah. And tonight's subject is very important subject. You know, let's talk about Al-Yaqeen, certainty, no doubt. As we know that there is two types of ibadah. Ibadah by heart and ibadah by action, right? And both of them important, but ibadah by heart is more rewarded, more significant, because if you pray, right, you know, Allah will reward you, you know, after you pray, but then stop until you pray again. But if you have Yakin, certainty, you have ikhlas, you have tawakkul, only be ibadah by heart, you know, as long as that's type of ibadah in your heart, you will be rewarded. You sleep, you wake up, you know, you have this Yakin, for example, will be rewarded. Yeah. And also, Yakin means certainty, can be in the form of hissi. You become Yakin, certainty, because of five senses, right? You know, you see an ocean and you believe it because you see it. You smell a perfume and it says smell good, right? You touch it and all this. Thus you become Yakin because you can feel it. But there's also Yakin by your intellect, right? Today you see me in Zoom, right? We don't know what the process of Zoom that happened, but because you feel it, you can see me, you can hear me, and intellectually you believe this is real, right? And also this Yakin by information. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inform us about many things and we believe it, right? We didn't see it, but we believe it because the one who gives information is very clear and trustworthy, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah. So that's in general, inshallah. So let me start, inshallah, about what is Yakin. Yeah, Sister Azia there. Anybody would like to read? Zach, can you read, Zach? Zakaria?
What is Yaqeen? Yaqeen is being certain that Allah Almighty is in control of everything. Certainty is one of the main principles of Islam. It is knowing that nothing is beyond Allah's control whatsoever, even if we don't understand the underlying wisdom and the bedrock of Islam.
So, what is Yakin? Yeah, Yakin, number one, for example, we have Yakin that everything under Allah's control. Everything in this universe was run by the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His commandment, his prohibition, is under Allah authority. That means whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks us to do and don't do, we have yakin. That's everything is for our benefit. Allah will not ask to do something unless it is good for us. Allah will not prohibit something unless it's not good for us. So this is the certainty in the heart, right? Sometimes we know the hikmah, the wisdom behind all of that, sometimes not. But we have yakin, everything, there is wisdom in it, behind it. Yeah. And so therefore why in one hadith said Allah amazed with the behavior of the believer. If something good happened, he was thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He did not become arrogant because he knew all his blessings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If calamity happened, bad thing happened, he was patient. And also he believed that there is wisdom behind all this bad thing happen. Yeah. So that's the example. That's what is yakin. Yakin, that means everything from Allah is to be wisdom in it and to be for our benefits. Yeah. Okay, continue, Zach. Zakaria?
Yaqeen has to present on a daily basis. Sometimes it only takes a split second to lose yaqeen. A fragment of a doubt can flip you, and you have to be very careful when you're making dua. If you do not trust deep down that Allah Almighty will answer a dua, then it won't be answered.
Yeah. So this is very important. Require training. Like Musa alayhi salam. Musa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him to leave Egypt and bring all his people. And they continue walking. And then suddenly in the front of them was ocean, Red Sea. And behind them you can see Fir'aun almost reached them. So the people of Musa, because they didn't have Yakin, Inna lamudrakun, oh man, halas, we are finished. He continue, he will be drowned. You stop Fir'aun going to kill them. That, in that moment, what did Musa say? Kalla, nay, inna ma'iya, indeed with me, Rabbi, my Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my Lord. Did Allah tell Musa, you're going to face the ocean and behind Fir'aun, but don't worry. No. I will take care. No. Musa didn't know. Right? Musa didn't know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the ocean. But Musa had yakin because Allah asked him to leave and bring the people. Allah will be with them. No. The same with Muhammad when he was in the cave with Abu Bakr. When Abu Bakr see the legs of Abu Jahl and the others Quraysh, and Abu Bakr was worried. He said, Ya Rasulullah, if one of them bow down like this, they will see us. We are finished khalas. Right? Subhanallah. Look at what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what Prophet Muhammad said. Right? said Abu Bakr, you think only you and me, right? La tahzan, inna Allah ma'ana, right? Fear not, don't worry, Allah with us. Very interesting if you understand Arabic. Musa, kalla inna ma'i, nay, with me, my Lord. So me first, then Lord. Here, Allah, and then ma, with us. Look at here, with me, with us. The word with us in the end, Allah first. The word drop be here in the end. The word Allah in the beginning. Because Musa was talking to Bani Israel. Bani Israel didn't have any trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They trust Musa more than Allah. They said, Inna ma'i, hey, I'm with you. And my Lord. But Muhammad was talking to Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr just hear the word Allah, Allah, halas. Without the word ma'ana is enough for him. Yeah. So did Muhammad sallallahu, he know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send spider, the pigeons? No. But Muhammad had Yakin. Allah asked him to do hijrah, and Allah will take care of him. This is Yakin. When Ibrahim alayhi salam, had to drop his wife Hajar and Ismail in the desert, where there is no source of life, right? There's no water, no fruits, no food. Did Ibrahim, Allah, can you choose another place? Where there is well, there's no. He just walk and walk. And then if I live Rabbi inni askantu min durriyati biwadin ghayri zamin. Just pray to Allah. Right? And then Hajar, when Ibrahim about to leave, remember that? And he asked him, Hajar, Ibrahim, where are you going? You going to leave us here in desert? And she asked 3 times, remember that? The third one is, did Allah ask you to do this? He said, yes. Hajar said, go ahead. Lan yudiya, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not leave us alone. Did Hajar know there will be Zamzam there, there's water, the people will come? No. Yeah? So Yakin require training. So you have to train ourselves. And it is the problem that people are now suffering from anxiety and worry, right? Because you have Yakin. If you have Yakin, your life will be different, right? Okay, Zach?
Yakin requires good intentions and always having a good opinion about Allah Almighty, which is called husn al-dhann billah. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, I am as my servant thinks I am. No one of you should die except thinking positively of Allah.
So, in order to develop Yakin, so you have to have good perception about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we call husnud don. Husnu mean good, don mean thing or opinion, right? So, therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I depend how my servant think about me. You have to be careful. You can have bad perception about yourself is good. So become humble. But do not have that bad thought about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So therefore, always when you're looking for something, when you work for something, you have to have yakin. Allah will fulfill what you need. But don't put or don't decide the timing with you. Let Allah decide about the timing that Allah will give to you. Like Zakaria alayhi salam. Yeah. Zakaria, he knew that his wife barren. She wanted to have a baby. Zakaria, he knew that he's old already. But Zakaria never lost hope. He has yakin. For Allah, there is nothing old or barren. Yeah. And he kept going and became Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Also, when, for example, you are in situation that everything was blocked, everything was closed. Maybe you are sick, maybe you're looking for a job, or looking anything. Never lost hope. You have to have yakin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open for you. Allah will change your situation. Yeah. There is certain area, you have to have husnul dhan, good opinion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number one, during the calamity, during difficulty, right? We have, for example, earthquake, we have like pandemic, right? The Muslim, during the pandemic, they're calm. They still smile. Yeah. Or during, difficult, you find a lot of difficulties in life. You have a lot of deaths here and there, right? Even in this situation, you have to have what? Yakin in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Also, when you make dua, Rasulullah said, Ud'ullah wa antum muqinuna bil ijabah. Make dua and your heart had to have yakin that Allah will accept your dua. Sooner or later. Right? So don't dua said, I don't think so, it's me. That's not right. Yeah. Also, during death, when you are sick in hospital, and doctor said, there's no hope for you. Yeah. This is the time you have to have husnul dhan. Because it's the only time. A young boy, he going to die. Rasulullah said, how did you find your heart? He said, Rasulullah, we feel hope and fear. He said, no one dying, and he have these two, unless Allah will remove his fearness and fulfill his hope. But Imam Ghazali said, when you are young, you have to put fear more than hope. Right? They will encourage you to do a lot of good deeds. Yeah. But when you are old and you are sick, you are almost die, you have to put hope more. Right? Have to put husnul dhan in Allah, good thought about Allah more. Yeah. Subhanallah. There is a story about Yakin, subhanallah. There is a girl, her father is selling the milk every day. And her daughter, the one who distribute to people. One of customer that the girl have to pass the river, riding the boat. So one day she was a little bit late, and the man said, "Why are you late today?" Because I missed the boat. I was hurry, but and the boat left already. It is a surprise man, a good man. Hey, people before us used to walk on the water. They make dhikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they walk. Yeah. So the girl, his is a pious girl and good girl. And every day he just making dhikr to Allah and he's walking on the water. So this man, a righteous man, noticed that the girl never missed on time, something before time even. Said, how did you do that? Said, as you say, you said make dhikr, you put trust in Allah, and I did. Show me. So the man came out and crossed the river, and the girl was walking, right? Walking. And he come back again, walking on the water. You believe or not? Yeah. And said, man, this is the girl. She didn't have a lot of knowledge like me. I can do that also. So the man started making the cure. And then as soon as he jumped to the river, he drowning. Ah, people helping him. And then the girl said, did you make the cure? And your heart was worried to be drowned, right? How did you know that? You didn't have Yakin. You know, this story is not, happened even to the Sahaba. Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas, one day he was leading what you call, the soldiers. And there's no way to meet the enemy unless through the word river. So he asked everybody to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And there was, see, the horse that was walking on the water if there is no way. That's what happened. Many African that they become Muslim. Right? Why? Because the Sahaba have Yakin. One day the Sahaba, on the way back, they was tired, said, let me take rest here in Africa, in area. And then when they set up the tent, everything, the people said, well, the neighbor there, hey, no, don't set up the tent here. Because at night, a lot of what you call wild animal in this area, lion and all this. But this too late already, right? So a few Sahaba, they climbed to the hill and then they make dua to Allah and they said, oh lions, oh crocodile, oh, he called all the wild animal. We are the companion of the Prophet. Please leave that. Please, leave. He said, Abu Hurairah, who wrote the story, I saw the elephants, the lion, they took their children and moving away from that area. And that's also why many of African become Muslim. And all this happened because of what? Yakin. Allah. Yakin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
The hidden and highly personal nature of Yakin. There's no Yakin checker which can scan you and check your level of Yakin. However, you can increase it with daily practice and training. When you open your eyes, always begin with Yakin in Allah Almighty that your day is going to be a good day.
Okay. All have positive thinking. So therefore in the Quran, Allah mentioned about the sifat ahlul yakin, yeah? The quality of people of yakin, right? For example, in Surah Al-Baqarah, right? الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. Those who believe in unseen, right? And establish salah, zakat. And then in the end, what? وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. Concerning akhirat, they have yakin. That they're going to die, they're going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, We're going to have hisab, and we're going to put in Jannah, inshallah. Right? The other quality of people have yakin, right? They have certainty that the rizq is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. In the heaven is your rizq and what Allah promised. Right? So therefore, the Ahlul Yaqeen, people of Yaqeen, they never worry about what happened with the economy in the world. Some people, they have heart attack when they see dollar up and down, stock the up and down. So, right? Or we hear, a lot of people, for example, get laid off. Oh man, might be I'm neck. Or people infected with the disease. Oh man, might be I'm next. People would, yeah. The people of Yaqeen, another quality, they never turn away from the truth. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said you cannot dealing with riba. Your income very limited. People say, okay, man, you live in America, you will never have house. You're not dealing with riba. Right? No? He keep going, even everybody was. He never see yes men. The Prophet don't be yes men. When people do good, you do good. People do bad, you do bad. No, people do good, you can follow them. But bad, no. Yeah. The people of Yakin always they prefer when they have problem to go to the Sharia Islam. Not another Sharia. They want to know what Quran said, what the Habib said. The people of Yakin believe that no one can harm us, no one can benefit us except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Rasulullah after one of the battle, he was very tired, it was hot. So he put his sword on the tree and he lay down and he slept. While he was sleeping, one of them enemy noticed that. So he came sneakily, took his sword and put in the Rasulullah throat like this. Hey Muhammad, who can protect you? Rasulullah wake up. Rasulullah, he know, Allah yuhyi wa yumit. Only Allah can give life and death, not the knife. He was calm. He said, Allah. The word Allah make that man shock and the sword fall down. So Allah took in the sword. Now, you, who can save you? The man also, Muhammad, you are a good man. Rasulullah received. It could happen to you. Maybe you are in downtown Seattle, in downtown, you are alone, somebody put the gun, hey, who can protect you? Say Allah. The gun will fall down. But don't say, Allah, and you're scared, no yakin, not walking. Yeah. So therefore, why is it very important that what you call like the Sahaba and all this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed them like many miracles because of their yakin in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is 3 types of yakin. Yes, sir.
3 levels of Yaqeen. Ilm al-Yaqeen. Yaqeen based on knowledge. For example, seeing smoke signifies fire, even if we can't see the fire. Similarly, wet grass early in the morning indicates dew while we can't see it ourselves. Ayn al-Yaqeen. Yaqeen based on seeing. That is, we know something is burning when we actually see the fire. Number 3, haq al-yaqeen, yaqeen based on feeling. We will be convinced there is fire when we feel it's burning, or warmth.
This is very important also to know the level. Okay, before we talk about that, in Arabic, there is a 4 word, right? The first one called in Arabic al-waham. Waham means doubts. You know, there's about maybe 1/3. You have 1/3, right? Between these two, you know. And then we have shak. Shak means 50-50, right? Between al-haq and batil, between this and that. So this is half shak. Or you have doubt about somebody, but also you trust him, right? And then we have don. Don is close to yakin, you know, like suspicion, but you have some proof in it, but it's not sure, right? Uh, so waham, you know, there's maybe 30% and shak 50%, don maybe 75%, and then we have yakin, right? That's in Arabic word, right? So therefore we have to remove from the beginning from waham is something not sure. But then also there is 3 levels of yakin. The first one is ilmul yakin. To make it easy, you know this one? Anybody know this one? What they call?
Jackfruit.
Jackfruit, right? Indonesian called durian. 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 So I tell, for example, Paul, are you there, Paul? So Paul never see this, or any American, never see durian. So now I told him, look, there's fruit called durian. Inside, the color was yellow. That's very good. And the skin was have thorn, right? And that American, he believed me. What they call ilmul yakin. That means I give knowledge, and then he become yakin, right? Then I went to Indonesia, and I came back. Said, hey, Paul, remember I told you about durian, jackfruit? Oh yeah, this one. That's what called ainul yakin. Ain means eyes. So you see, oh, remember I told you it was delicious, right? And he tested, you know, oh man, you're right, man. But smell not good, right? Hakul yakin. Oh, hakul yakin. Right? Kalau ta'lamuna ilmal yakin. That's in the Quran. Yeah? So therefore, the problem now, our yakin just stop in ilmul yakin. Right? We never develop like the Sahaba. What do you mean? It means, alhamdulillah, it's also good, it's not wrong. We believe about Jannah, we believe about hellfire, believe about Allah, we believe about the angel, everything. Right? But the Sahaba, they believe, but also they believe like they see. One Sahaba was asked, you know, how you feel when you pray? Oh man, like the angel of death behind me, under me was hellfire, in the front of Jannah. I know I can make it or not. That's how they pray. Right? And Muhammad Sallallahu he reached all this level because in the Mi'raj, Allah SWT let Muhammad to see Jannah and then also to see the hellfire. So therefore, when somebody asks Muhammad talk, man, did you go there? Yeah, I went there. I sit with Hakul Yakin, right? Like Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr have this kind of Yakin. I think he was like Ainul Yakin, no doubt. I mentioned many times, Rasulullah when he came back from Mi'raj and he was sitting in the coast of Kaaba, Abu Jahl came. Muhammad, what are you doing in early morning? Yeah, Allah took me to Jerusalem, Masjid Aqsa, and then took me to above seven heaven. What? Abu Jahl was happy. Was happy because Abu Jahl always told people that Muhammad is a liar. There's no proof. Oh, man, it's good news. This is like Fox News and any news when you have something negative about Islam, they're so happy. They're very fast want to broadcast. So he knocked doors of people. Wake up, wake up, wake up. They have good news. And everybody woke up. And they have all gathering there. Muhammad, come on, tell them. So look, Rasulullah did said, I went there. Allah took me. Like for example, I took my baby to the hill. Nobody will reject you. But I said, my baby climbed the hill, they will question you. Right? So, the story, like they ask question, how many doors, how many windows. Rasulullah, I went, they didn't look at the window, but Jibril saw like screen of the Masjid Aqsa. And he mentioned it. And some people didn't know because when they went there already, what Muhammad said is true. 17 doors, for example, like 17 windows and all this. But some people, they said, this too much. Muhammad, can you raise your leg? Yes. Second one, no. How come you able to go to the Jerusalem on that time I will make 2 months by camel and 7 heaven? Something away. So Abu Jahl and Abu Sufyan, said that this is the best opportunity to spread between Muhammad and Abu Bakr. So Abu Bakr wasn't there when this happened. So they went to Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr! Yes. Did you hear what your friend say? What did he say? He said last night his God took him to the Jerusalem and 7 heaven. Now, if you and me, what are you going to do? I said, okay, I will call him. I will ask him when I meet him. Right? Look at Abu Bakr said. He just asked one question. Did he really say that? He said, yeah, I believe you. Allah. So they were called Siddiq, right? Yakin. So therefore, when Rasulullah mentioned that Abu Bakr will be the first one will enter Jannah after all the prophets. Allah. Abu Bakr. When he crossed the Jahannam complaining because his light was covered Jahannam. Abu Bakr, go faster, man. Right? So he's combined like this. Rasulullah can read what in their mind. Oh, because he gives charity a lot. Because maybe he pray at night a lot. He talk about the ibadah Abu Bakr. Rasulullah smiling. Ma sabakum Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr defeat you. Right? His status is high, not because he pray a lot. Maybe some of you pray more than him. Not he fast a lot. Maybe some of you more than him. But ma waqqara fi qalbi. He read the devil because he have yakin, unbelievable. And when one day Rasulullah said, if you put the iman of Abu Bakr and the iman of the people in one scale, Abu Bakr here, Abu Bakr's scale will be heavier. Because of what? Yakin. Subhanallah. Remember Abu Bakr used to have a competition with Umar. Umar tried to beat him and he couldn't. One day after Fajr, Rasulullah said, anyone give sadaqah today? Abu Bakr said, anyone fasting today? Anyone visit the sick person today? Anything Rasulullah asked? Abu Bakr said, me. Umar said, oh man. Rasulullah said, no one combined good deed in the same day together all unless you enter Jannah. Guarantee Jannah. In the Battle of Tabuk, Rasulullah asked to collect donation. And he said, this is the time I can beat Abu Bakr. So he brought half of his wealth. Rasulullah, this is mine. But before he leave us again, Rasulullah, how much did Abu Bakr give you? He said, everything. Everything. Nothing, even one penny at home. I said, man. So therefore, Rasulullah said, a lot of people did do something for me and I paid them off. Except Abu Bakr. I couldn't. I will leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah. Maybe you ask question, how Abu Bakr give everything? Because of Yakin. So therefore, why when the other Sahaba tried to follow Abu Bakr, he give everything. Rasulullah said, no, take some of it. Why Rasulullah accept from Abu Bakr and accept from him? Right? Why is it? Yeah. Because Rasulullah know. Abu Bakr, after he gave everything, he was so happy. Alhamdulillah. But this man, maybe after he gave and go, oh man, what happened with me? Man, am I crazy? I give everything. He cannot, maybe he will not have sleep because that Yakin not reached yet. Allah. And this is why, Allah SWT always combine Iman in Allah and Iman in the last day. Because when you have strong Iman in Allah, you will encourage you to do a lot of good deed. You feel something. And Iman in the next life, this can prevent you, from doing the evil. Allah. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, why when what you call Hassan Basri was asked, said Hassan, the Sheikh, why you always calm, happy? I never see you complain. Right? Look at the answer. He said, Alimtu anna rizki la ya'khudhu ghayri. Fatma anna qalbi. I know, I have Yakin that my rizki will not take to anybody. No one will take my rizki. Right? No one will take my sustenance. It's guaranteed. So, Fatma anna qalbi. So my heart calm. You know that rizki is not because you have knowledge, because you are smart. No. Rizki is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People sometimes might be graduate from the, his PhD in economy. He's poor. I know somebody, he couldn't read and write. He's very rich in my city. And people graduate from economy, he have difficult to find job. That's number one. وَعَلِمْتُ أَنَّ عَمَلِي لَا يَكُونْ بِهِ غَيْرِي فَاسْتَغَلْتُ بِهِ وَحْدِي. And I know that no one can do my deed. That means nobody can pray for me, fast for me, give zakat for me. You cannot. Allah not accept. So therefore, I work so hard by myself. Right? You gotta say, hey, I'm lazy. Can you fast for me? No. Right? Number two, وعلمت أن الله مطلع علي فاستحييت أن يروني عاصيا. I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching me. So I am shy to see that he see me. I was doing disobedient to him. I'm shy that I'm doing something, that displeases him. وعلمت أن الموت ينتظرني فعددت الزاد للقاء ربي. I know that death is waiting for me. Right? So I prepare my profession to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the secret of why Hassan Basri always happy. Number one, I never worry about risky. It will come to me. No. So therefore, one of the sign people are going to die, he didn't have appetite to eat because his rizki is finished. Number two, no one can do good deed for me. I have to do myself. So I'm busy with that. Number two, I have Yakin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watching me. So I'm shy, man, to do evil. And I know that death is waiting for me. So I have to work hard to bring something for that day. Right? Like in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, wattaqullah, ya alladzina taqullah fi Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wal tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighad. Let every soul look to the deed it has sent forth. Prepare for that tomorrow. Tomorrow means the day judgment. But why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put tomorrow? That means if you have to die tomorrow, are you ready? Yeah. So the brothers and sisters, this is about Yakin. Yeah. And this Yakin will not come automatically. You need to work hard. You have to know Allah more. You have to be close to Him. And you have to increase your iman, your taqwa, all this. Then if you have Yakin, your life will be different. No worry, no shock, no. Yes, something might be scared. Yeah. So to develop Yakin is very important. To remove all anxiety, worriness, sadness, right? I want to share a few good words. So this is dua for Yakin. Yeah. أصبحنا وأصبح الملك لله رب العالمين اللهم إني أسألك خير هذا اليوم فتحه ونصره ونوره وبركته وهداه أعوذ بك من شر ما فيه وشرها بعده. Yeah. What's the meaning of dua? Yeah. Zak, can you continue?
Correction on the fruit. Sheikh Joban, I apologize. The jackfruit is much bigger than the fruit that we saw earlier. So,
Okay.
Dua of Yaqeen. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ would begin the day with this dua. When one rises in the morning, one should say, "We have reached the morning, and in the morning, the dominion belongs to Allah, the Lord of the universe. O Allah, I ask you for the good this day. O Allah, I ask you for the good this day contains, for conquest, victory, light, blessing, and guidance during it. And I seek refuge in you from the evil it contains and the evil contained in what comes after it." Abu Dawud.
Yeah, this is dua of hope. Yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Everything has a reality. A slave of Allah does not reach the reality of Iman until he knows that which afflicted him would not have passed by him, and that what passed him by was not meant to afflict him.
Yeah, everything, this is the important belief in the qada and qadar. Yeah. So therefore, the believer, if something happened, good or bad, he said, it is from you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm happy, I accept it. Right? Some ulama said, even they said, I have yakin in Allah because I heard from Rasulullah. I didn't see it, right? I didn't know it, but I believe in Muhammad. So I saw it by all the Prophet eyes. Yeah.
Marry her to the one who fears Allah, for if he loves her, he will honor her, and if he hates her, he will not wrong her.
So somebody asked the Sheikh, I have daughter, I raise her up, mashallah, she's a good daughter. To whom I have to give my daughter? He said, marry her for the one have taqwa in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Because if he loves her, he will honor her. If not, will not wrong her. He will take care of her. Yeah. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, increase our yakin in him. Increase our yakin that Allah is the one in control. Increase our yakin that everything happened, that there is wisdom. Increase our yakin that no one can benefit us, harm us, except by Allah's permission. Right? Increase our yakin that Islam will get a victory. Some people sometimes they lost hope about our situation. The Muslim know. This is the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes want to, to give victory to the Muslim through a lot of the trial and all this. Yeah. Any question? Let me go, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, hamdan yuafi ni'amaka fi mazida ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa adimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa qina adhaban nar. Allahumma imla qulubana بالتوكل والصبر واليقين وحسن الظن. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله وسلم. الحمد لله رب العالمين.